How's it going? I'm tired as hell, but I want to wrap this up. Sorry, I was listening to the Blade Runner soundtrack. I think it's the Blade Runner. I don't know. It's some kind of Blade Runner-esque type thing. Yeah. So I realized since I washed this wall, and it's pretty much good to go. It's just got a touch more to dry. I'm gonna let it dry overnight, but in the meantime, I want to prep this so I don't paint it when I start painting. Because I'm going to start going over... Oh, look at that horrible angle. Let's fix that horrible angle. So I want to... should I turn this off? Anyway, as I was saying, tomorrow, going to start painting. Want to do a couple of prep things. I'm thinking I'm not going to prep the insulation. I think I'll just use a brush and paint underneath. Hope this is reasonably well lit. And yeah. So when I started looking around, the only thing that really needs to be painted or covered up is the brass here. So I think everything else will be kosher. Are you dirty? Hey, 2 wheels and 10 right. Good people of the internet. Oh, I'm so not awake yet. Oh, I probably shouldn't step on the stool. Anyway, I haven't entirely woken up yet. I still have maca pia pia in my eyes. But I figured I'd need to start getting after it. So, I'm going to start putting down the concrete sealer. Since everything else is all ready to go. I hope you have your coffee or tea or drink of choice. Your day's doing okay. Spill in aisle 3. Probably while I pause this for a moment and clean up, because that's very anticlimactic. Alright, welcome to the next installment of Let's Paint a Wall. So I went and masked everything up to try to be a bit more proactive. And let's see, I already got the pole. I decided to do the electrical outlet because I don't want to get paint all over it and it look, really crappy. And then, yeah, and everything is looking pretty good actually. So this is cleaning up. There's a little bit of discoloration, but it'll be really good once it gets another coat on there. Plus there'll be another coat on top of the second coat, so we're good. Yeah, so all things considered, this is coming along pretty nicely. Sorry, weird little things falling from the ceiling. So I'm just going to mix up this paint and get started on painting it. And yeah, I'm not going to make you watch me mix paint. I think you can live with that. Okay, cool. So to be honest, I'm just going to kind of go for it a little bit and get all crazy up in this paint. Sorry guys. There we go. Okay, gotta move paint. Pretty soon I have to move you, because you're in the corner. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start over here. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to use a pan after all. Something I wasn't going to have to use a pen. Looks like I have to use a pen. Oh well. I'm going to go get a pen. You hold on a second. Okay, so to give you a update, because it doesn't make any sense for me to show you just all of me painting. Yeah, so I'm getting these corners done. I'm trying to work through some of the bigger holes, these bigger indentations that are going to be more noticeable in film, because I want to wrap the red over the top by a couple of inches. And yeah, and then going through. That's pretty much about it. Alright, I'm going to stop this part here and then cut to another part that makes more sense. Because, you know, painting, the thrill. Okay, let's do. Okay, let's do an update on how we're doing here. So as you can see, I filled out a whole bunch more. I'm on my last leg of just doing this. I don't think I'll need to do any real touch-ups because I'll just do a basic white over this. All this seems to have turned out pretty good. I think I got everything behind here. Yeah, I was trying to get it so it was really even all over. So yeah, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with this. So the only thing I've got left is to paint this last section. Then we're going to let it dry. Then I will do a basic flat white on here. I don't need to touch this because this is all done. And then the floor. So my goal is to simply paint. So this is my imaginary line here. So this is the electrical line here. The imaginary line is to do up to here for the floor, get this all squared away. Then I can build the corner of the bench piece. It'll drop in here. I may need to think about painting this while there's nothing there. And then scooting this bad boy over, and then painting this other section, and then doing the rest of the wall. Something like that. You get the general idea of what I'm trying to shoot here for you. Again, it's not at all exciting for you to watch me paint. You get the general idea, right? So I'm not going to shoot all of that. I figure you're much more interested in seeing how it turns out than actually watching me do it. So I'm going to call it cut here, and yeah, then show you the update when it's all done. Thanks a lot. Oh my God, that was embarrassing. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone over everything and masked everything. I didn't really think everybody wanted to watch me just do flat white. It's pretty anticlimactic to watch just flat white. So I went and I did the sealer for all of the concrete. I went all over it, did a coat. I did 2 coats on this wall, and then after that completely dried for a full 24 hours. I went back over and I redid everything with a regular flat white, and touched everything up because, you know, again, nobody wants to watch me do that. I went and got a new light, another LED light that'll match the rest of the lights to replace this thing. And I also went and got a fresh roller and brush, as you can see. So that way when I go to paint it red, I'm not going to get any cross-contamination. Whenever you paint your, whenever you use a distinct primary color, you never want to use an old brush or an old roller. That, especially if it's had a contrasting color like white, because I don't want a pink wall, I want a red wall. So I went and did that. But I've already masked everything off, as you can see. So I'm just gonna paint. I'm gonna let it dry, and then we can do the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna prep a couple things real quick, and then we can cut to it. Okay, as you can now officially see, we are cooking with fire. So now we're actually getting someplace here. So as you can see, this whole wall is done. White wall is done. Got a couple of minor touch-ups I need to do. Some of the paint came off when I pulled off the painter's tape, but it's not surprising. I think it was too moist before. I don't know if you can see that too well. So this is pretty much done. There's a couple of really minor things. I ended up pretty much using the entire can because trying to fill up all of these little groove things, it took a crazy amount of paint, and I made a boo-boo. I need to go back over that with white. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing the floor. I'm going to do it in sections to try to make things easy. I'm basically just going to do this portion of the floor here, and then I'll move on to this portion of the floor here, so that way I can then move this over, this crappy bench over, get this part cleaned up, and then I can disassemble the bench and then move in my actual Craftsman bench that I'm going to be using. Good morning. Yeah. It's my Sunday morning. Let's try that again. It's my Sunday morning. It's the only morning I allow myself to sleep in and be kind of lazy, because I don't really do that a whole lot. Got my coffee, as you can see. So I went and ordered a couple things off of Amazon. I thought it would be fun. A movie sign, so you can put your own name thing on here. I thought that would be kind of fun to play with. And of course, every YouTuber, whoa, sorry, a little close there. Wow, does my hair look crazy? Every YouTuber needs flexible, color changing LED lights to go behind stuff. So as you can see, I threw up a couple things here just to goof off, and I just thought this would be kind of cool. One of my ideas that I want to do is I want to have these in the back, and since the insulation is silver, I would put up a little bit of trim like you'd see on the edge of doors or the flooring, and put this behind it so it backlights it and the silver will reflect. I thought it'd be kind of cool. And yeah, got my lightsaber. Give you some context, because everybody, in my opinion, needs a lightsaber, because it is an elegant weapon after all. Anyway, just figured I'd give you a quick update. Floor is dry. I gotta mop it again. Thank you. Go have some coffee. Thanks. I'm in focus, thank God. They don't have enough letters. Oh, and everything, is moving. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I thought it was kind of cute. Okay, that's enough of that.